You're listening to Feel Good Astrology with Louisa Tannermunson. To request a reading with Louisa, go to www.feelgoodastrology.com.
Hey Scorpio, it's Louisa Tannermunson from Feel Good Astrology. I've got your 5-minute forecast for the month of April. So where do you want to start? There's quite a few things going on. Now, there is this very sort of big polarity going on in your life at the moment between the ideas of your physical health and your mental health, and the way you run your life on a very sort of physical day-to-day level, like your work, how you like structure your timetable and everything, and how healthy and clean and fit for purpose it is, versus like you're unraveling your mental health. And it feels like you're switching quite a bit at the moment between feeling really organized and really up for it, and then feeling like, what do I know? Like, what do I know about myself? Where am I going? So this theme is likely to continue into this month. And then, you know, like the energies are changing in such a way that you're, rather than focusing so much on yourself, you're going into a position of re-evaluating the people around you and the situations that you're inviting in. So there is going to be a change of focus. First thing I want to share with you really is about the 6th, where we've got the full moon. And the full moon is really emphasizing where you're not feeling capable in your own self, which is a really tough one for Scorpios, because, you know, you know, as a general rule, Scorpios, you're very much about capability and strength and fortitude and determination to make things work. And so the 6th really, to me, is highlighting a day when you're doubting yourself quite a bit. And in fact, it just feels like your day-to-day life feels quite sensitive. It really feels like you've got a lot of big patterns blowing up at the same time. And it's like, how the heck do I hold on? How do I get a foothold in this? It just feels like things are moving way too fast for you in such a way that is pretty off-putting, actually. Now, the next thing that I would say is a little bit destabilizing at the moment is Pluto, which is one of the rulers of Scorpio. It's just changed signs last week. And you're still getting that feeling of what it might be to have Pluto in such a strong place. You know, it's just changed signs, and it's like in like the area to do with your home and how you feel about yourself and your instincts and behaviors. And so it's really highlighting a lot of your old programming and how that is leading to your current situation. Now, Pluto isn't going to stay put in Aquarius. It is going to backtrack into the sign of Capricorn. And it's going to kind of, you know, just like fanny around a little bit until it moves properly into the sign of Aquarius next January in 2024. But it's starting to create a feeling like maybe change is necessary in the way I live and in the way I see myself based on what I've always known. So these are pretty big things. On the 14th in particular, when the moon matches up in a conjunction with Pluto, it feels really, really sensitive in terms of, you know, how you're living at home and what your home life is like. It just feels like you just really want a day of privacy, in fact, just to like keep it to yourself. And then there's this sort of energy, a square energy between Venus and Saturn that is also creating this sense of insecurity. So I would like keep close to home around the 13th, 14th, 15th. Now in week 3, there's the new moon in the sign of Aries. It is highlighting once again how you organize your life and is it fit for purpose. And it really gives you a chance to relaunch. And it's relaunching in such a way that I think, you know what, Scorpio, you need other people in your life. I think, you know, whilst you're very, very independent, I actually think you're pathologically independent. And it's time to accept that actually your life is better when you've got other people in. And yes, it raises all sorts of trust issues and control issues, but it's still easier. And, you know, having people in your life is like a useful check and balance. You know, they help you know when you're slightly off kilter and when you need a little bit more support. So don't be afraid to accept a bit of like extra support, Scorpio. Now, on the 21st, Mercury's going retrograde until the 15th of May, and it's going retrograde in that place of your partnerships and relationships. So I do think you are revising everything and noticing the true value of partnerships, partnering, companionships, and all sorts of connections in your life. So yeah, these are interesting times. If I was in your shoes in this month ahead, Scorpio, I would say this month is about a return to trust. And as you start to trust and open up to people, all of a sudden your life comes out of that sense of chaos, and it starts to feel a little bit more gentle, a bit easier to live in. So anyway, that's my 5-minute forecast for this month ahead. If you think a personal reading would be of use, maybe not now, but even, in the next year or so, then please do just check out my survey below. The link's just there. For everyone that helps me understand what is good about my channel and what I can change about it, what might be helpful for you in the future. If you were to share that with me in the survey, I'll send you a link to a 20% discount off a reading. So if you help me with that, that's great. If not, have a wonderful month ahead anyway, Scorpio, and hopefully see you next month. Lots of love. Bye for now.
To request a reading with Louisa, go to www.feelgoodastrology.com.